I must say.
Comfort,
yes.
you're bringing the comfort
I heard
with
we were
you.
playing with fire today.
Leave it to
Leave
Lisa.
it to Lisa. I like, that should be a
That
segment.
is a segment.
It sounds like
Leave it to Lisa. Awesome.
You just show up in the nick of time with things that can
I
save
heard
our
we're making
lives.
flamethrowers or something, so I thought I'd bring the fire.
All right, well, we've got that on standby because we've got Mr. Jesse Miller in the house with us this morning for our Chemist Corner from the University of Illinois. We've got hairspray, we've got fire. We are answering viewer questions this morning. Someone wanted to know how flammable hairspray really is.
Right, and that's kind of a tricky question, okay, because the answer is depends on which hairspray you're talking about.
Ooh.
Okay, so I went out and bought this because I happen to know.
Think about it.
This was one you guys had in your studio. Okay.
Okay.
There is a
That's
difference between the two. This is Jillian's. That's right. I was
She just
talking.
told me how she got extreme humidity.
That's right.
hairspray.
That's right.
Waste a lot of it. She'll
This
be
is hers. Now, if you look at the ingredients, which you should always do on everything that you use, if you look at the ingredients, the very first thing listed on an ingredient is usually what's in most of it, right? And the first thing here is alcohol. Okay, denatured alcohol. First ingredient here is water. Okay, so this one's water-based, and this one is alcohol-based. And the reason it's just dry. So when you spray it on there, it's wet, and then it leaves behind the organic residue. In this case, it's methyl methacrylate. In this case, it is, what is this one? I just read it. Oh, it's polyester and polyurethane. That's what you're putting in your hair. Okay, so now this one's water-based, and you know now don't do this, right? You know, professional hair, don't do this. But in this case, this one, it's not very flammable. Okay, because it's water-based and
It's working against it.
it's not really that big of a deal. But this one, it's alcohol-based. And you remember when I did this with the oh shoot. It's great TV. When I did this with the
Can or off.
The sunscreen.
Sunscreen.
Off.
Woo! You win. All right. So when I did this with
Two
sunscreen,
syllables.
it was also
Sounds
flammable
like-
because it also used denatured alcohol. I don't know if you could see that on the screen very well.
Yeah, we can
Where are
see
my
that.
marshmallows?
So we're atomizing
really
it,
good
and
right
it's
now.
flammable, and so you're getting that. But now the secondary question is, okay, so we know that the alcohol in here is flammable, but it dries. Is dried hairspray more flammable? And that's what a lot of people want to know. When you actually have it on your hair,
Right.
does that make you more flammable? So we're gonna do a little experiment here. The solids on here, like I said, it's one of them is a polyester, the other one is methyl methacrylate, neither of which are very flammable by
Okay.
themselves. Okay. However, what it does is, let's say this is your hair, okay?
Okay.
And this is steel wool, okay? This is steel wool. And steel, you know, if you tried to burn steel, it generally doesn't burn, right? But if you add enough surface area, if you increase your surface ratio, surface area, then even steel, if you can see this, burns pretty well. Okay, I didn't want to use regular hair because it would really be smelly.
Yeah.
But you can see that, and this
And
is
we
an old
wanted
Boy
to keep
Scout
our
trick
hair.
to start fires. Use an old spent lighter and some steel wool, and you can get it to burn. Okay. So what I did here is I sprayed this with hairspray,
Okay.
and we'll see.
Which one?
This
The
one's.
Frizzies one?
Oh yeah, this is the
good stuff?
The good stuff. Okay.
Okay, all
I
right.
sprayed this with hairspray, and we'll see if it makes it any more flammable. Okay. I'm not really sure that it does. It smokes a lot more.
Yeah.
It definitely does.
Okay.
Smoke a lot more.
And it does seem to be slightly more flammable, but that also could be because it's increasing the surface area. So,
Okay.
yes and no is kind of the answer on that one. I would say what it does is because usually when you're using hairspray, you're giving body, which means that you're increasing your surface area. Okay. And so if you got more surface area, your hair is going to be able to ignite and burn faster.
Okay.
So the hairspray itself, not necessarily. Does it make your hair more flammable? I would think so, yeah.
But you actually touched it to the fire, which your hair is probably going to burn if you touch it to
That's
fire.
right.
Anyway.
Your hair's going to burn anyway,
So-
right? So is it going to burn hotter or easier? And that's the thing, right? And I would say yes, only in that you usually use hairspray to make your hair poofy.
Yeah.
Build body.
To build body, yes.
Voluminous.
I say poofy, you
Those are
say
words,
body,
right?
whatever.
Yes.
People using those
That's
commercials.
right. Voluminous, yes.
All right.
Anyway, so that's kind of the answer to that. The propellant is flammable, highly flammable.
Okay.
Okay, and contents are under pressure. You don't throw it into a fire, okay, because it's going to explode.
Yeah,
Okay. The other one's water-based, not so much. The stuff
Okay.
you leave behind, not so much, but because it increases the surface area, it makes your hair easier to ignite.
All right, Jesse, thanks very much. We're going to take a look at other cosmetics
That's
coming
right.
up in the 7 o'clock hour of the morning show.
Right.
We have more of the morning show coming up next.